Hello everyone, and welcome. This is Inayat Afridi, and today I will focus on second year English book, and specifically I have taken unit number 1 title as Vision and Mission, and from this I will throw light on lesson number 1, the farewell sermon, Al-Widai Khutbah of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the planning strategy how to go through this lessons is quite simple and understandable. That first we go through the reading section. I will read each of the paragraph, and after the reading section I will explain meanings of the difficult words present in the sentence or in the paragraph. So I have selected 3 paragraphs for the reading sections. Let's get on that. This sermon the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam delivered on the 9th day of Zilhijjah 10 AH 632 CE in the Urana Valley of Mount Arafat in Mecca at the end of his first and last pilgrimage to Mecca. The farewell sermon is mentioned in almost all book of Hadith. Sahih al-Bukhari refers to the sermon and quotes part of it. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal has given the longest and perhaps the most complete version of this sermon in his Musnad. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam led the pilgrims from Mecca through the valley of Mina and up to the Mount of Arafat, and then stopped them in the valley of Urana. They stood in front of him silently as he sat on his camel and delivered this sermon. With a crowd of over 120,000 pilgrims, his voice could not reach out to all those who were present. Now, after reading sections, we're going to look at the difficult words present in sentence or in the paragraphs. Let's take paragraph number 1. This sermon, the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam delivered on. The word delivered is an important vocabulary which means convey or propagate or disseminate, जिसको उर्दू में कहते हैं इरशाद फरमाना या पहुंचाना. Now in sentence number 2 we have 2 important terms. Number 1, 10 AH. The AH stands for the Anno Hijra, mean time since the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam migrated from Makkah to Medina. And the next important terms is the 632 CE, where CE stands for the Christian era, time since Jesus Christ's birth. The farewell sermons is mentioned in almost all book of Hadith. Mentions in paragraph number 2 is the past form of the verb mention. Mention का मतलब है बयान करना, mentioned बयान किया गया है. Sahih al-Bukhari refers to the sermon and quotes part of it. The next important vocabulary is the refers. Refers का मतलब है हवाला देना, and quotes part of it. Quotes का मतलब है जिक्र करना. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal has given the longest and perhaps the most complete version of this sermon in his Musnad. Musnad is the book of Hadith written by Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. We can say that it's the compilations of the Hadith. But the important word used here is the version. Version is a piece of translation. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam led the pilgrims from Mecca through the valley of Mina and up to the mountain of Arafat. Actually, the word led, L-E-D, as the past form of the word lead, led, and led. Lead का मतलब है रहनुमाई करना. Led as the past form. And then stopped them in the valley of Urana. They stood in front of him silently, and he sat on his camel and delivered this sermon. Again, the word deliver is used. Deliver का मतलब है इरशाद फरमाना. With a crowd of over 120,000 pilgrims, his voice could not reach out to all those who were present. Reach out का मतलब है पहुंचना. Now, keep in touch. All the best. See you around with next lecture. Thank you very much for your time.